Make sure that we're live on YouTube.
It says streams live.
It's still loading. It may not let me view it on my channel.
Rio, be quiet.
It still says waiting on my screen. What does it say for you? Like on your
It said
phone?
it said the stream is live a second ago.
I just can't tell if it is or not. I guess it is. It's still. Oh, there we go. All right, we're good to go. Okay. So what do you want to talk about first? Let's see. I got a list of stuff.
We got the fights this weekend.
Oh, you know what? You know what we missed? I didn't even realize it happened until today. I forgot it was this last weekend. But did you know that Puello fought?
Puello fought.
Yeah, yeah. He stopped the dude in 4 rounds.
Yeah, I
He
didn't.
did.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see anything about it.
I didn't know he's fighting. Oh shit!
I did. He was fighting a dude that he was just way better than. Um, I'm still figuring all this stuff out too, but it's not that hard.
Uh, you know what I would do while we talk about something? I would pull something up. Like if we're talking about like the Spence fight, pull up like a picture of that or something.
Yeah, I will. I will. I gotta figure out the screen sharing stuff too. I gotta figure out a background too. Okay. So now that I mean, I'm gonna have to go back and watch Puello's fight last night, but he stopped the guy in 4 rounds. There's probably not anything to go off of. Like, there's probably not anything added to it. But I mean, do we still feel like that Puello beats him?
Dalton Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
how confident are you?
I just like almost all Puello's wins a close decision probably.
I just don't think. I mean, but if he fights him like he did with Matias, I mean, like I was still confused by the game plan. I know that Matias was walking forward, walking him down, but like Puello just like wasn't really moving. He was kind of standing there with him.
That's that Dominican style. It has a problem. The back foot. Look at Starling Castillo. They are both Dominican fighters. They both train in the same camp, and they struggle on the back foot. You can put them on the ropes.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. But have you ever seen Puello do that before? Have you ever seen him be pushed to that point?
No, I mean most of the time he's usually controlling space, but the moment they are on the ropes for some reason, like that just that Dominican style is just not very good on the ropes.
Right. I always forget he's Dominican because I think he's Puerto Rican, but he's definitely he's definitely Dominican. The thing is, I mean, I wonder what the odds are going to be too.
I bet Dalton Smith will be the favorite.
I hope because I will put a lot of money on Alberto Puello. If that's the case. I mean, if he comes in at like a minus 225, I'll be moderate. I mean, Vegas knows how good Puello is. I think Vegas had Puello up at the time that the fight was over, if I remember right.
They 100% did. I mean, he won that fight against Matias. That was
Right,
clear.
dude. I mean, I I wasn't upset though. You know what I mean? It was a great fight. Great fight. Like it's one of those that like you're like, I thought he won, but it was 7-5. Is
I
how I
remember
had it.
we talked about it. I had it wider than that, but I remember we
It was
talked about it.
7 straight.
And boxing likes to reward guys or sometimes punish guys if they get a nod. So Puello got a nod earlier in his career, and they screwed him in the Matias fight.
Right.
Uh, Sometimes
I don't
boxing will
know if I'd
reward
call it
you.
a robbery though. Was it really a
It was.
robbery?
I thought it was a robbery, big time.
I mean, fucking Matias, bro. Like the thing is, he was so active. He threw so many punches, but it's like when we were watching it live together. Like I didn't feel like that he was connecting with a ton. And to me, Puello was a little. I mean, he wasn't low volume. It
When Puello lands clean, he lands very clean, and you can tell. Uh, they're sharp
and it was
shots.
extra punching. Yeah, I mean that's how. But you know, some people think that if you're throwing hands and you're like hitting arms, kind of hitting them with glancing shots, maybe that don't fully connect, it still counts as a landed punch.
It
I don't really.
depends. I mean, I just thought Puello was doing enough, and if you land a lot more clean shots, I'm going to give you the round.
I don't think Matias thought he won the fight.
I just didn't think it even looked like he won the fight. I know he backed him up on the ropes, but Puello was getting a lot of good work in on him.
I'll be honest with you though, against a high level fighter, that's the best Matias has ever looked.
Well, the question is too, was he on because he failed for the PEDs against Dalton Smith? Was he on him too against Matias or against Puello?
Probably. Yeah,
But
probably.
we can't say much for Puello because once again he's guilty of that too. So yeah,
Puello fought for Pence?
yep,
I did not know that.
yep. Earlier in his career,
That's fuck, dude. I didn't know that. Why though? Like, why is he taking Pence?
who knows? I mean, there's a lot of reasons to take him.
So it was confirmed. Did he get a ban or anything from that?
I mean, it was confirmed. That's for sure. I don't know if he got banned.
Because you could argue that like people say Jaime Munguia really didn't fail because
He 100% failed, and they just said he didn't fail. That's exactly what happened. If you're in Canelo's camp, it don't matter. Just look at the one dude that's in Canelo's camp, Francisco Rodriguez. He failed against Galal Yafai, which I'm glad he won that fight, but he failed against him, and then they let him fight like about a month or two ago.
Yeah, it did make sense. Remember
After he got banned, he straight up got banned for a year, and they still let him fight.
I mean, do you really think Dalton Smith can fight this close? I mean, he is better than I
Yes.
thought he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a really good fight, especially stylistically.
are we still a believer in that Puello can potentially beat almost anybody in this division?
If he's physically the same, then yes. I mean, I really do believe that. He's got a really, really good jab and a really good straight. He's honestly a really talented fighter. That's why I'm going to take him against Smith. Now, Smith is too, but I remember Smith struggling with Matthew Germain like halfway through the fight, and it was when Matthew Germain was like boxing him.
That was the first time we ever watched Dalton, wasn't it?
That's not the first time I've ever seen Dalton Smith, but it's the first time I've seen him go to distance.
Dalton Smith fight like 3 or 4 times, I think. I was shocked that Dalton Smith put him out, bro. Like I thought he may beat Matias. I've been on Matias, but at the same time, I did not think he could put Matias out. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think anybody expected Dalton to put him out, dude. People can say all they can in retrospect, like
I didn't at all.
Yeah, no one did. Everybody said that Subaru's like got the fucking greatest chin in boxing. He can't be hurt and everything like that.
Well,
I thought the stoppage was early though. I do think he would have got his ass kicked once he got up, but you got to give him a chance. He's never been knocked down. He's never even really. I don't remember him ever being really hurt. And
the problem is when you fight that style. I mean, for one, they found out early in the camp that he was, juicing and all that. So how long was he doing that for is what I want to know, because A lot of fighters when they stop juicing, that chin's gone.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we can only allege a lot of things too. Like we've heard personally from people that David Morrell's been on him before. Well, has he been off of him recently?
Yeah. I mean, I was talking about it with a guy from work, who's like super into boxing, been a fan. He's the guy I was telling that used to watch fight with Bill Cosby's brother.
Uh huh.
Um, and he's just a firm believer that they've been doing roids since like the Ken Norton days. He said that he 100% believes that Ken Norton was like the first one he thinks was actually on modern style steroids. And he
I
said that he
mean, I would
years.
not doubt that one bit. I bet they were masking him more back then.
But when you look at the way that the fighters were built, like I'll see if I can pull this up. I'll actually try this out now that we're sitting here talking about it. I'm gonna pull you up a picture of Ken Norton, and I want you to think about like how he looks compared to someone like Anthony Joshua, right? What is this here? What is this? Share screen. Okay. Easiest way.
So you can't pull up chats or anything.
I can pull up chats. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to put it on the screen actually, the StreamYard link. Just a second before I look this up. Screen sharing is canceled. Okay. Oops. Oh yeah, dude, this is super easy. Okay, new tab, and then I'm gonna pull up. So you're watching on screen also, right?
I'm just on StreamYard.
Okay.
Man, I can see your screen, but I
Okay.
can't see the viewers or anything like that.
Okay, I got you. Share screen.
I'm gonna get you one.
Yeah.
Stay right here.
Okay, so you can see it now, right?
I can just see the screen we've been seeing.
Okay. I don't know how to put it into frame. Oh, here we go. So I can go like this. So you have to add it to the stage. Can you see it now?
Yes.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's look at Ken Norton here. And then
Hi, Mama.
I don't know. Yeah, I kind of see what he's talking about now. Because if you look at this one right here, no one was built like that then, bro.
I don't
Like,
know
if you
about
look at
that.
someone like Foreman,
I
if you look at
disagree
someone
with
like
that.
Foreman, he's lean, right? He's a lean muscle. He don't have big freaking popping out tits, like AJ and them do, right? He's not like a bodybuilder type. He's more lean than a
You could
bodybuilder.
definitely, if you work hard enough and you work for a long enough time, you can definitely look like that naturally.
Yeah, no. But then,
And
dude,
genetics, of course, too. But yeah,
you got to see this. Look at the comparison. I'd never seen this picture before. But look at the comparison of him at heavyweight and cruiserweight. It's like unbelievable. Like, I think everybody kind of admits he was on him now, though. You know what I mean?
did he fail for him?
I don't think he ever did. That's the thing. There's a picture that he showed me.
Got.
There we go.
Did you hear Paulie Malignaggi is supposed to step in for Jamal?
Are you serious?
Yes.
I'll look it up later, or
Yeah.
I'll find it for the next stream or something.
Supposedly Jamal Charlo couldn't go over because maybe I don't know if he had a felony or he just had some type of a thing where his visa got. I mean, he should have taken care of this weeks ago, and that's really what should have happened. But uh, yeah, apparently Paulo Malignaggi is going to step in now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's like 44 or 46, something like that.
Man, uh,
I don't know the guy that he's fighting though. Like I didn't even know who he was when Jamal was going to fight him. I still don't know who this guy is.
Liam Wilson. You know who Liam Wilson is?
No, Liam Wilson's fighting Cool Boy Steph.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, good lord, dude. Yeah. Sorry, Tim hit me a couple times too hard today. I'm gonna start getting interviews with him. By the way, I talked to him about it, and I said I'm gonna try to promote you the best that I can, and he was all for it. So
Yep, that's you got to put that name out there. And one question, maybe ask him about is, I mean, me and him talked about it the other day. Like, there's a lot of guys in boxing they just feed their records, and I feel like he don't do that. I feel like he actually does want a challenge.
for sure, no, Tim's kind of old school, man. I like it. You know, uh,
He would
but
fight every few months if he could. If he could get a fight every few months, I know he'd fight.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he should be 2-0 anyway. But let's talk about this just a second. Let me pull this up. So, what do you think this week? So, you got Stephen Fulton and Liam Wilson. What are we thinking on this, dude? I think this is a no bet. To be honest with you, I don't.
I would think Fulton's gonna whoop his ass, but I don't know. I remember there was a time where Liam Wilson knocked down Navarrete and before he got
That's
stopped
what
by
Liam
him.
Wilson's known for.
Yeah, I mean,
But
can
the
he
thing
do
is
that?
that
This cool boy Steph? I don't know.
I was arguing with third about it a little bit, and he was like, "Yeah, he knocked down Nav, so I mean, I think he has a pretty good chance to beat Fulton." I was like, "Well, at the same time, you have to think that Nav's like an awkward fighter. He don't do anything right. He crosses his feet. I mean, Nav's like an anomaly when you watch him. He definitely gets away with stuff that he shouldn't. You know, that other
Well,
people shouldn't.
he's not really an anomaly. You're right. He gets away with things, but I wouldn't call him an anomaly. He's just so fucking tough and durable that the fact
Gritty.
that he does, yeah, the fact that he throws wide shots and he don't really always cover up his face. Yeah, and like you said, crosses his feet. He gets away with that shit.
Yeah. I don't remember if with Liam not knocked him down though. Were his feet crossed or was it a legit knockdown? Like he put him on his
If
ass.
I remember right, it was a pretty legit knockdown, and then Navarrete got up and knocked him out.
And that's also something I said too. I was like, well, he got up and he put him out, so you can't really say much.
I don't think this is the fight, and I did it a minute ago. I compared like, oh, he went out there and knocked down Navarrete. I'm more so just saying he's dangerous, but at the same time, we've seen Cool Boy Steph, and maybe I don't know if he slowed down. I don't think he slowed down. I just think Oshaki was just way better than him. That's why he looked bad that fight. This is the same guy who went out there and gave Angelo Leo a boxing lesson. The guy who beat Brandon Figueroa. I mean,
Yeah,
if he can handle Brandon Figueroa and Angelo Leo, I don't automatically see a problem. And like off the top of my head, I don't see a problem Liam Wilson's going to give him.
what's Cool Boy coming in as, like odds wise?
I think he's the favorite
He should
by a
be.
little bit.
Okay, by a little bit. Is it like -200 type favorite?
Uh,
-3?
somewhere around there, I think. We should probably look it up.
I'll look it up right now.
Oh, yeah. A pizza.
By the way, dude, I kind of called something a little bit. The one guy that fought on the Japanese card today,
Mama,
What's
ugly.
The guy who knocked out Donaire,
it was
Iwata.
no, Daigo Higa. I
Yeah,
kept
yeah,
telling
that's
people
the
that
fight
he
I'm
was going
talking
to give
about.
us a fight. Oh yeah,
That's the
yeah,
fight I'm. That guy that he fought is the one that stopped Donaire.
dude. I thought Daigo may have pulled it out. It
A
was
lot of
close.
people,
It was
a lot
close.
of people on BoxRec thought he won.
The Japanese watch parties all had it a draw. Now, the scorecards were weird. You know, it's a split, right?
Yeah.
It was 115, 113 Higa, and then two 117, 111s. How do you watch a fight and you're that far off?
Yeah, the fans on BoxRec had Hyga winning by 2 or 3 rounds.
I thought he may have pulled it out by one. I would have understood a draw, you know.
Yeah, the
Um,
Japanese fans are really fair.
and Higa was a plus 700, bro.
Well, because one dude went out there and stopped Donaire recently.
Yeah,
Now, now that's just,
Donaire.
in my
I
opinion,
love
a
Donaire.
testament. That's just a testament of Donaire's age, though. Probably
That's what I was getting. I was getting to that. Like, and it looks like Donaire's going to keep fighting too.
he really needs to retire.
Dude, I think he'd be a really good trainer.
He probably does train already. He probably does
I mean, he
train a bunch
trains
of
up to
guys over
level.
there. But what's with Filipino fighters fighting forever, dude?
It's in the. It's just one of the things. Like, it's definitely a case to case basis, but I mean, it's just in their DNA. You know.
Well, if you look at most of their records, like you just go to a random Filipino's record, and a lot of them have a lot of fights.
Yeah, I mean, look how many fights Manny Pacquiao had even early in his career.
And what's even weirder is, like, I think Manny Pacquiao's proof that you can just take a fighter and build him into something. Like, think about it. Manny had, if you look at before he went to America, even a little bit after he went to America, he was losing. I mean, he
Yeah,
was losing fights. So does that mean you could take another guy that fights a little bit like him from the Philippines and just make your second Manny Pacquiao?
yeah,
Or was he that talented and that special and he just became a better fighter at some point?
yeah. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people would probably just chalk it up to like it was early in his career. He hadn't like found his groove yet and everything. You can't take anything away from Manny at the end of the day, honestly, bro. I mean, he is, he's one of the greats of
Uh,
the era. At the end
I'll
of the
take
day,
a. I mean, he is one of the greats, but I'm gonna always give him a side eye for how he acted as soon as they brought up Olympic drug testing.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
But I mean, how do you go from being that small? And I know a minute ago, I said if you work hard enough and you work out enough, you can be huge. But that motherfucker went from scrawny to just jacked.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean,
He looked like he was a completely different man. It looked like he was on some shit.
well, we were talking about it too. Speaking going back to the steroid thing and everything like that. We were talking about it, and I was looking at comparisons of fighters from like fight to fight basis, right? And you look at someone, and like I do not believe he was on him or anything like that. But like, have you ever seen like the fight to fight comparisons of like how Bud looked coming in? And we were talking about it, and I like what can you chalk it up to? Like someone having a really good camp, someone working harder for a better opponent, someone knows they can
For
kind of not have to chisel down.
wait, Bud looking different. Like when did he look different?
There's times where Bud looks super freaking jacked, and then there's other times he looks a little more, skinny.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it depends what weight it was at.
That too. I mean, he grew out of. Let's see, he started off at 140, right? Or is it
I
135?
I don't know. I mean, if I remember him always being at 147 for a long time of my life.
Yeah.
You'd have to see.
But it's just like when we've seen fighters like Ryan, who popped. When Ryan popped, the comparison of him from uh, uh, Devin to Rolly, I mean, we knew immediately.
We never seen that with Bud though at all. I mean, he'd always
No, I'm
looked
not saying
fit.
it's
He
to
always
that
looked in
level. I'm not
shape.
saying it's that level, but like, do we think that fighters cycle off for certain fights, like for a tune-up fight? They're not going to risk popping on that.
That's not necessarily true, but you're right in a way. Like I don't know if there's some of them that I think they just do it all the time, and then there is some of them that cycle off. But I don't think there's more so the risk that they're worried about popping for that. They're more so, I'd say, they don't think the guy in front of them could beat them.
Right.
Like if our theory is true about David Morrell, knowing what we know about him from guys he's fought, right?
Mhm.
Do you really think he went in there against the school teacher Zach Chili and was like, "Oh yeah, this guy can beat me"? No, he probably got off the shit and then found out the hard way.
Does it affect your chin only when you're off of it, or does it also affect it when you're on it too?
Well, it makes it stronger when you're on it. Look at fucking Oscar Valdez. Once he got off the shit and he kept popping for it, he became pretty much made of glass.
Yeah.
But when Oscar Valdez was on it, he was tough. There's a few guys I could think of. That Vila guy, Roman, who's the dude who got beat up by Boots? He was on some shit against Boots. But his next
Are you talking
fight
about
against
Lima?
no, he
Okay, I was
definitely
gonna
wasn't
say
on some
yeah.
shit. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Vila, Roman Vila.
Hmm.
He was on some shit against Boots for sure. The shots he was taking. I mean, there's no way how clean he was getting hit he could stay up. But he finally got knocked out in that fight. Either A, Boots destroyed him and like forever, or B, he was on some shit in that fight. And then when he fought Salas, who's fighting Hitchens this weekend, fucking
Dangerous.
Salas hit him one time in the side of the head and he just collapsed. Like he just collapsed in the ring.
I don't like how people are talking about Salas, honestly.
They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. He's a really good fighter.
Yeah. No, I mean he's like I think Hitchens a -700,
Minus 950.
-950. He went up that high. Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, and that's I think people are kind of shitting on Berlanga too much too. To be honest with you, me and Third were talking about that also.
I've seen a few clips. I never watched that much of Stephen Butler, but I've seen a few clips just the other day, and that motherfucker's got some stank on his punches. So
He can
if
crack. That's what I keep telling everybody, bro. He can crack, and they both can crack. And really, what it is at the end of the day, people don't like Berlanga. I'm not going to sit here and act like that Berlanga is a world beater or anything like
I
that.
think he's hilarious.
But at the same time, like we went through the rankings last night and everything, and at 168, dude, like he's a top 10 fighter in 168.
I don't know, dude. He's really not.
He's around
He
the 10th
gets
mark.
he gets fights because, for one, honestly, I don't know. When before the Canelo fight, they were just he's got a manufactured career. Like De La Hoya is right about him. He's just a manufactured champ. He
Yeah.
don't really belong that much. He's really not that great. He's just really fucking funny and good at selling a fight.
Hmm.
So of course they're gonna give him a big fight. He sells. People are. I guarantee you. They're fighting at Madison Square Garden. I guarantee you, people go watch it.
I want my drink. I want
Okay, on to the next topic. Just we'll come back to it. There's been reports, and I think you'll be excited for this. There's been reports that Eddie Hearn and Dana White are trying to combine pretty much.
How are you gonna do that? Like
Well,
they're
not
not.
combined, but they're gonna do like a cross promotion fight card. They're gonna try it out. Supposedly, that's what I've heard.
Oh, like a 5v5 thing.
Yeah, or a 77, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Well, I think Zuffa's gonna beat the hell out of his fighters, but yeah,
Well, here's the problem that we run into with Zuffa. This is one of the things, and I really like what they're doing, like we've talked about. But the thing is with Zuffa, if you want to get like the rankings done and everything like that, so you know how like the UFC guys, right? There will be a number one fighter fighting a number three fighter, right? Zuffa doesn't have enough fighters in each weight division right now for it to be
I don't agree with that because how do you have a guy like they're going and getting guys no one's ever heard of before, but they're not bad. Like how do you no one heard of a Tony Hurst Jr. until them?
Well, yeah, no. I commend them for that, right? I want to see stuff like that.
What do you think's gonna happen if Tony Hurst gets in the ring with most of the guys Eddie Hearn has?
It would depend on who it was. Like, I mean,
Most of them.
You would have to give me some specific names.
I mean, you can just go through Eddie Hearn's stable and you'll be like, okay, this is really not that great. I mean, they finally found that one dude from Argentina though that just knocked out Medueno. I mean, he can go on there and cause some problems, but who's that many guys Eddie Hearn has that are because he's not going to put his biggest names on that automatically. Maybe for the main event.
Yeah, and really, if you want me to be honest with you, if they did do a 5v5 or a 7v7, like Eddie Hearn's not going to play it safe. He don't want his fighters getting beat by Zuffa fighters.
I would think that he wouldn't, right? But then again, what has he got that much to offer? If you look at who's in his stable, what does he have that much to offer nowadays?
He's usually got one guy a weight class. That's kind of how I see it.
He's better off in the small weight classes. I'll give you that.
I mean, he's still got Bivol, right?
Yeah, he's got Bivol. I don't know if Canelo signed to him or not. I don't know, but Canelo's not going to be on that. Okay.
I'm just trying to think of how they would build this and who would Zuffa put up against him. Like, what's a realistic fight? Pretty much is what I'm getting at here.
Dude, Zuffa's got a lot more fighters than you think, dude.
They do. It's just so Eddie's got over 100 fighters.
It's like the UFC, bro. Like there's dudes in the UFC no one's ever heard of all the time. They go and find dudes all the time. They're really good with finding talent, unlike Eddie Hearn. But then that's what they've been doing at Zuffa. They found Tony Hirsch. I mean, they found a bunch of guys, and not everyone they've signed is going to be known at all.
Yeah.
Hell, most people don't know the guys that me and you know that they do sign. Which I don't care about that. I don't understand why in today's age it's like, oh, I don't know who this. Who cares? I mean, you're there to watch the fight.
Yeah, they do have a lot of fighters. Matchroom does. I mean, there's tons of options they could do. You could get somebody. I could see like an Amma Williams on a Zuffa card. I could see.
Yes. Yeah, he could very well be on there.
I could see someone, which Callum Smith. Yeah, I mean, for sure, I could see Callum Smith on there. You could put even someone like a Dave Allen against, like a regional heavyweight over here.
If you want my opinion, Dana White probably wants Eddie Hearn to put his best fighters on there.
Well, yeah, I mean, like Eddie's got more to lose in this.
Well, it's not just that. I don't think Dana White cares unless he thinks, fuck the names. And he wants 50-50 fights. And that's how it is.
Well, I think if you're Dana, the way you present this to Eddie too, is like, hey, you can get more American exposure over here for your British fighters.
I don't think Eddie Hearn cares about that personally that much. He has a select few of American fighters.
In the UK too. I mean,
I don't understand a lot of things Matchroom and Eddie Hearn does. Like, why the fuck aren't they should be doing anything they can to get boots in the UK right now and knock out Josh Kelly, but they're not doing that, are they?
So this is something too. I just realized. You know who Eddie has that's fought on Zuffa? Jordan Martinez. I did not
I
know that.
I don't. He fought on Zuffa.
Jordan Martinez fought uh the guy who beat oh my gosh, dude, why am I not thinking of his name? Jordan Martinez beat the guy who beat oh my gosh, Brandon Lee. Uh,
No, that's J Rod.
or damn it, yeah,
That's
forgot his
Hammer
name.
Hands. That's Julian
Hammerhead, yeah.
Rodriguez.
Julian Rodriguez, not Jordan Martinez.
Yeah, that's the dude who knocked out Avius Griffin.
Hmm. You did you see the Leo Atang fight? There's a lot of people that think he's going to be like something big.
I don't. From what I didn't see it, but from the past fights I've seen with him, he's not very good.
I don't see what everybody else is seeing. I'll give you
I
that.
par- that's the thing. That's the hypocrisy and double standard I see in this sport. People are automatically just ready to jump on that dude's nuts because he beat up a bum. But the moment you got a 50-50 fight on Zuffa, it's like, who are these guys? Who are these guys?
Okay, so we got. So did you go back and watch any of the? Okay, so this last weekend we had Andy Cruz looked good as we thought. Uh, Bruno Rios, man, that's my guy. Man, that was a good fight.
Honestly,
Did you go back and
um,
watch it?
I wish I would have threw more on him. The only reason I didn't is because I was honestly shocked at how close the odds were, and I thought about it more right before the fight, and I was like, why would they want other dude to win? Why wouldn't they want Rios to win?
Well, the thing is with Saul Sanchez, though, I mean, he was challenging for a world title at one point. Maybe they thought he had more in the tank, and I mean, to be honest with you, dude, he did show he had some more in the tank. You know what I mean? Like he showed up to fight 100%. I respect the hell out of that dude. He went in there and he brawled with Bruno. He gave him a tough ass fight for a kid with 8 fights too at that time. Man,
Yeah, all his
that's
fights,
that,
almost all his
that's
fights have been
jump up.
KOs.
Yeah, but I mean that was a major jump up in competition, like skill level. I mean they kind of threw him in there. They threw him into the fire, and you don't see that a lot. And maybe it's just because they didn't know how
I think
confident they were
lately
going
we've
into it.
been in the past few years, a few of these young guys have been fighting way better competition than I remember guys used to. I don't remember that many Abdullah Masons or Keyshawn Davises.
Yeah, I don't either. But we're
They
younger.
always had guys that were just coming up in the ranks and just beating up bums. But like, I'm not seeing that much anymore. I mean, you see it with a lot of guys, but like when someone's really talented, they'll just throw them in the fire now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You either you make it, or you don't, you don't.
Okay. Let's look at this real quick. Goodness. Okay, let's get to the fights for this weekend. First up, I want to talk about Josh Kelly and Agarco.
It sounds like it's gonna be boring. I mean, I don't mind Agarco. I've liked he's been an underdog a lot, and he's won.
The thing is
Uh,
with Kelly, we've got the impression right now that Kelly's on his bike a lot. He runs, right? But like, have we ever seen Kelly get on his bike like that? Like, what makes you think that this fight's going to be boring? Do you
if
think
he
that he
fights
fears
like that
Agarco like
again,
he
I
does
mean,
on
well,
boxing?
for one, Agarco's not, you know, your most entertaining fighter as well. I
I mean,
think this fight
it was
either goes
tough.
two ways. This fight's either going to look like the Ishmael Davis fight did, kind of, maybe a little bit better. The one Josh Kelly had almost got knocked out at the end of that. It's either
Yeah,
going to go like that, or Josh Kelly's going to be on the front foot. Like he used to do that until he got stopped by Avanesian. He used to be on the front, but he would gas out so fast he stopped doing it.
Hmm.
Uh,
And it's hard to get gas out when you're only throwing two flurries around versus Bachram. You know,
so is there a universe where Josh Kelly wants to go out there and hurt a Garco? Yes. I don't until I see him do it again, then I'm not gonna do it. And someone's gonna be like, "Oh no, we got a knockout 2 fights ago." That was against a bum. I don't care.
I mean, what's your official prediction? What do you think's happening in this?
I bet Josh Kelly wins a pretty wide decision. I want a Garco to give him a good fight.
This is one of those fights. I'm just gonna have to see it. You know, I hate doing this. Well, I mean, I don't really hate doing it, but like,
It's honestly priced perfectly, in my opinion.
yeah, I think it's fair. Josh Kelly's coming in at a minus 450. Agarko's a plus 330. Um, the one that I've seen. So on to the next one. For now, I'm gonna have to watch tape on it before I make my prediction on the Kelly and Agarko fight. The one that I've seen a lot of people kind of going back and forth on it. It seems like they went to the realization kind of that he's going to get the KO, but Shiraz versus Simon Zackenhuber.
I have no clue who it is, and I see a lot of people doubting the KO, and I don't know why you would doubt a KO from Shiraz. Ever since he's had Andy Lee in his corner, he's looked good.
Yeah, because also
It took him getting a little. It took him getting a little bit. I don't know why people say that Adames fight was close. Adames beat him clearly, but after that,
it like 8-4 and 9-3. I think I had 8-4 pretty clearly.
I think I had it 9-3 Adames, but yeah, I thought Adames won clearly. But after that, they went and got him Andy Lee, and ever since then, he's looked good. So
yeah.
Which honestly, if you look back a little bit now, Shiraz was honestly always good. It's just I didn't realize Ammo Williams was as good as he was, and then until after that fight.
I think Ammo's got like, especially athletically, he's an athletic freak. You know, he's he's very talented. He's very gifted. You know, it's just I don't know if he's up to the level of I mean,
He's not been boxing very long.
Yeah, that too. I mean, he's a late starter.
So the best thing you can do, like if you watch all of Ammo's like in camp or training videos, it's always him lifting weights. It's always him doing conditioning. And if you don't have very many years in boxing, that's the best thing you have going for you.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing catch up essentially, and you're trying to get ahead of the people. I mean, like,
you don't have the skills, you don't have the experience, so you might as well you might as well be the better athlete or the better, more prepared fighter physically.
Yeah, that's the point I was making. Like, where they may overmatch you in skill, you have to be that much better than them physically.
Yep, because if not, you're screwed.
Yeah. I mean, Shiraz should get the KO though, I believe. Just off the top of my
I
head.
think he will. I haven't filmed it yet though, but I will say right now I'm pretty confident he will. I don't see them giving him anyone he can't knock out until he gets a big fight.
Yeah, and really, we're gonna have to start talking too. I mean, like, if you're trying to make fights at 168, I mean, they're 1 week apart, and when they fought, and I don't think that they would do this. I don't think that Eddie would throw Pacheco in there like that. But you got to make Pacheco and Shiraz, I think, after this.
Well, I think that's the fight. I think they're 100% going to force Pacheco into that fight.
It's just, do they think that Pacheco's ready?
No, they know he's not ready, in my opinion.
They're going to have to make a move with him at some point, though. They can't.
That's what it is. I think they've wanted them. I think they already wanted him to fight him.
So you think it's Pacheco, or do you think it's Eddie?
100. It's Pacheco. Pacheco's not managed by Eddie Hearn. He's signed to him for
promotional purposes.
Yes, but he's the one promoting him, but the one managing him it's not them. I mean, I remember this last year or 2 years ago. He signed that deal where someone else is managing him. So it's either his management team, which I think that's who it is. They're gonna milk every dollar they can out of him. You think that management team wants Pacheco to lose? No. I mean, Eddie Hearn don't
No.
want him to lose either, but at the end of the day, he knows what time it is.
The thing is, they're running out of people too for Pacheco to like justifiably fight. Like someone like an Aleem, someone like a McCumbee, someone like Kevin Saggio. Which, by the way, did you see that Kevin Saggio's ranked 8th?
Which is ridiculous after knowing what just happened in his fight. But yeah,
They moved Aleem up to number 11 before the Pacheco fight, and immediately after they moved him down to 73.
well, we were filming that on D1 stream, and the first thing I said out of the gate, because a lot of people in his stream were picking Aleem, I said, he's going to struggle with Pacheco's jab. And they're like, it's not that good. I'm like, dude, you can say what you want about Pacheco. I'm not a fan of him. That dude's jab's good.
Yeah.
He's long. He's tall. I mean, it's a fast jab, too. It hurts. Now, what was the thing he struggled with? If you watch all of Aleem's fights, he don't move his head any. He just sits there and eats the jab.
We saw that in the first 2 rounds.
Yep. That was tailor-made for Pacheco, and that's what scared me the whole time. I wanted Aleem to win, and I believed in him, but at the end of the day, after the first round, I was like, yep, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. And a lot of people probably been like, oh, why didn't you bet on it? What do you mean why I bet on it? Because they had the fucking line at like minus 4,000.
And they know who they can and can't feed Pacheco, or feed these fighters to Pacheco. Like I don't know if you've seen the video I sent you. Did you see what Raiko Santana did?
No.
He iced some dude in the TBL
last night.
Out cold, yeah, out cold.
That dude from Little Rock, Mauricio King, he fought last night on TBL.
Yeah, he won, right?
I don't know. I didn't. I got to go to sleep. I couldn't see it.
Yeah, they know damn well better than to give them someone like Raiko Santana. Even though they have a common opponent in Steven Nelson.
You know one thing about TBL that I really didn't know. One thing they sell themselves on is they have technology in the fighters' gloves to track like how fast their hand speed is, how hard they punch, stuff like that.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Well, that's probably how they're selecting some of these guys to fight, honestly.
Matchmaking purposes, everything like that, yeah.
100%. And that's what I was confused about last night when I was watching the little bit I did. I was like, there's hardly anyone there. Like, how do they make their money? And I think these boxing promoters may be putting a little bit behind it.
It's like kind of how I kind of looked at it when it started. I don't necessarily think it's like this now, but I think it's kind of like a semi-pro league a little bit. But they have good fighters in there, though. They have fighters that people know, like at least to the level of like not that a casual, would know, but they have
usually people from their city and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it lets people stay active. Like I have no problem with the TBL, and I think. Like, I've yet to hear anybody to give me a reasonable thing to say. Like, why the hell wouldn't you want more boxing? And it's a cool concept. Like, I mean, I
have a problem with people not being there, though. Last night, I was like, man, these dudes are here to fight, and they're here to knock each other out, and there's hardly anyone there. Like, and I get it, it's Sunday and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, I mean, it's just a testament to the times, too. Not just boxing in general, but a lot of sporting events are like that. If it's not the NFL or maybe the NBA, then no one wants to show up.
Yeah.
And that's a damn shame.
Because it gets pushed to the other stuff that isn't as good or is entertaining.
Well, and, you got your percentage of people. And I've been like this sometimes. You go party? There's times I want to stay home and just watch a fight, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if TBL's in Little Rock, I'm going to it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. I wouldn't miss it.
Let's go. Come on. Well, I got to get this little girl to bed.
Okay. That's fine. We'll end it tonight. I was thinking about going live again, and then hopefully we can be more organized. We'll get more people in here.
Yeah. It sounds like you got swayed by a group of people, and that sucks.
No, it's not that. I'm sure they had something come up.
Let's go party.
But All right, thanks for jumping on, man.
Yeah, it was a good conversation. Let me know what the stats, like the stream stats, were and everything.
Okay, all right.
Oh wait, before I go, did anyone comment or anything?
Not that, nah, not on this one. I mean, this is more of a test stream anyway. I mean, we're gonna do
Right.
live watch-alongs and everything like that. So we'll probably get some more people in here eventually. Yeah,
Yeah.
just more of me testing out StreamYard and uh, just getting a feel for things, And we
Yeah.
didn't even dip into the Zuffa card hardly or anything like that.
No, we didn't talk about the fights at all.
No, that's just part of it. I mean, I'll get more of a structure going and everything. This is just kind of a chill stream like I put on here, like Gary has.
Yeah, next time I won't have little Miss Crying princess right here.
It's all good. All right, man. I'll catch you later.
All right.
All right.